Okay, so here I prepared a station, not one station, 10 stations for my special ed group. This is going to be for the first 2 weeks, I guess. We'll see how long it takes them. I don't know the kids, and I want to see if they know all the letters, how to pronounce them, and how to write them. So I want to go over the stations and show you. Let's start with station number one, which, of course, I wrote the instructions in Hebrew. Later on, I'll change them, not in this station, but in the future, that will be in English. So let's start with the first station, which is called Luach Machik Levan Lemesimot. Let me show you what I meant. I took a white page and I laminated it, and they are going to get one. Each one is going to have his own. So let's say I'm going to write my name here. This will be my board. And basically, they can practice writing letters and writing words according to the instructions in the station. Right now, I don't have any specific instructions for this station, but they can use it later in the other stations. So that is station number one. Station number two is to record lists of words. So let me show you what that means. Let me find the list of words that they have to record. Let me see, 1 second. Okay, so here the station comes in an envelope, like a plastic bag, something like this. And here are lists of words. Basically, the top list are the sight words, and there's also a sight word here I see at the bottom, which is okay, it doesn't matter really. And with their Hebrew translation, and a few more words here with their translations. Basically, I wanted them to record themselves saying am, at, can, go, is. There's another station with these words. It doesn't really matter which station they start with. If I see that there's a pupil that has problems with the specific station because he doesn't know the letters, then I can always send him back to the basic station. You'll see in a minute. So let's go to station number 3, Chazara Lotiyot Gdolot Ktanot. So let me see where it is. 1 second. Okay. Okay, so I have so many stations here. Just 1 second. I can't find it. Okay, I think it's this one. So this is the basic station. אותיות גדולות וקטנות. There are 4 sets. כל set בצבע אחר. Basically, I used the Hebrew here too to help them. Not everybody believes in this method. I really like it. Of course, it's Menachem Moshkovitz's idea, and I'm giving him credit. So I took the letters, and they can see here that they have to change BCZ to capital BCZ. So let me open it. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 sets in here. And this is what he receives. They get a little bag, and here are the set of letters, and here are the cards. As you can see, these are the small letters, and here are the capital letters. And what they can do is, if they want to work on their board, they can work on their board, or if they want, they can work in their notebook. All of the letters are, all of the cards have a number. So at the beginning of the lesson, I'm going to tell them to make a list to keep track where they're going. Let's say, okay, so they're working on the capital. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now let's say these are the, I wonder how this erases. 1 second, let me take a wipe and see, because this is the first time I'm using something like this. If it won't work, we'll just work on it. Oh, very nice. And if I want to dry it, then I can always use a towel. So it looks really neat. So let's say these are the small letters. I'll of course help them. Okay, otiyot ktanot and otiyot So let's say I'm working on number 9 now, and I have to change the small ones to the capital, the small letters. And here, number 7. Okay, and I can walk through and see how they're working. They can do it in their notebook. Let's erase it and see how it goes. Not that bad. Okay, so let me just put this away. So there are, these are all the letters. They go through all the letters except the letter Q. I left Q for the next station. Let's see, so that we did. Okay, so when a student finishes working on the station, this is not laminated. Each one is going to get one. He marks a V here. Here in the small one, he marks a V, a check, that he finished the station. He might work a little bit on the station and skip and go back, and so I'll explain to them that he's not allowed to write mark a V yet. And here, when he finishes the station, he calls me, shows me what he worked on and what he did, and I check everything, and then I give him a grade. You know, it can be 100, and that would be wonderful for him. So let's see the cognates. This is basically what the station looks like. And here are the cognates that I chose. And here are like instructions, what they can do with it. They can choose one. מיינו את המילים לפי קבוצות, לקחת כמה כרטיסיות ולסדר אותם לפי הסדר של ה-ABC. So let's try and work on this. Of course, they're going to need help because they never worked like this before. But here are all the cards that, you know, I made a list of cognates, and they're all divided into categories. So let's say if I want to start working, I can take a little bit. You know, the kids don't have to work with them all. They can work with a little bit. Okay, so, you know, at the same time, you know, you can have 3 kids in the station. They can divide all these words together and work together, and, you know, they're talking and not everybody's alone. And you have to keep distance, of course, but, you know, you can put 2 tables together and they can feel like they're working together. So let's say cornflakes. I'm going to move this for a minute. Cornflakes, sandwich. This is food. Looks like it's not like, ooh, lobby. And now they're putting down the words and they're reading them. These are cognates, so it's supposed to be easy. Igloo, Bink. So let's see. Minecraft. Fortnite. Oh, these go together. These are games. Great. Yo-yo. It's a game. Lego. Cute. Jazz. Concert. Jazz and concert can go. Guitar. Fine. Okay, so this is like a really tennis. You know, there's ski and tennis. All of these are divided into groups so they can, you know, find the groups by themselves. I didn't want to give them the category. I want them to work and think at the same time. So I'm putting these back in the bag so they won't get lost. I hope they don't get lost during the lesson. I'm going to have to teach them how to take, you know, good care of each station. Another thing that I have in this package is another idea that it came up. They can, you know, spread out a few letters, P-O-M-K-I, and they can go through the cognates and just find words that start with these letters. Okay, so here, igloo, I can put it here like that. They can use the whole pack if they want, you know, of words, cognates, or they can, you know, just play with a little bit. You know, this is the way they're going to learn and see words. Here's another I, internet, I, phone. Very nice. So, can go on and on. It can keep them busy for a while. Of course, this is like, you know, whoops, one fell. And of course, also in class, they're going to fall, and they're going to have to, you know, take good care of these. And they can work together, you know, putting all the alphabet like this in order and putting all the words, the cognates, under the first letter. And, you know, and this is a nice activity for them. So here, they put this in here, they put this in here, and everything goes back inside the envelope and the plastic bag, whatever. And these kids, you know, the next lesson, they'll remember which station they worked on, and they go back to it, work on it a little bit more, practice. Okay, so let's see what else do we have here. We have sight words. So what are the sight word stations? Let me take a look for a second. Sight words. Oh, by the way, before I move to the sight words, I found more cognates that, I couldn't put them in categories. So these are a little bit, higher leveled ones. So there can be other kids that are working in the same station, like loser, organic, mixer. So in the instructions, they just, can copy them onto their whiteboard and they can translate them. They can write sentences in their notebook with the words, okay, poster, passport, humor, temperature. They can practice these words too in many different ways. So here are the words. Okay. So we want sight letters. Let's see. Sight letters. Sight words, sight words, sight words. These are the sight words. Station. As you can see, it's the same like the recording station, but here they have to translate sentences. A very short station. This will keep them busy like for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, which is fine. Okay. A review of A, E, I, O, U. Look at this. I got all the consonants and all the vowels in the station. It doesn't matter where he starts. If he has problems, I will have some kind of workbook to take him back to the letters, to the basic one, and that's how I will see and get to know them. Here in this station, let me give you an example. I have cards for each vowel. Let me just take the sets, for example, with the A. 1 second. Okay. Okay, as you can see, they're laminated. So let me move this away. Okay, so I want them to spell Dan. Now, they can spell it in capital letters. Once I can say do it in capital letters, it's all in the instruction page. Done. Now, let's see. Let me erase it and see how it looks. This is the first time I'm practicing. Not bad. Okay, and now they're working on, they have to wait for it to dry up a little bit, which is fine. This is how I also learn how to work with this. Okay, so it's drying up a little bit, so they can decide that they're doing only the capitals now. This is Baal. But this is Menachem Moshkovitz's method. I just took a few and, made them into cards so they can practice, so I can just see. So I think that's it. Let's see for 1 minute. So that's how I go through all of these vowels. So basically the kids, they choose whatever station they want to work on, and then I walk around and see how they're doing, and if I see that they have a problem, then I can send them back to a different station, or I can give them a workbook that, takes them back to the basic letters, or a different worksheet that's not on the station. This is basically what I'm planning on doing for the first week or two to see what they know and review the letters. And of course the next station is being constructed now, and there I'll work on the magic E and other structures that they have to know. So this is just for you to get an idea how I'm planning on using the station rotation. It's not station rotation, they're choosing. It's a playlist. They can choose whatever they want. But basically, yes, I want them to get all of this done before we move on. Okay, bye-bye.